I'm now a full-time farmer. So I bought the land 17 years ago. At that time, I didn't plan to farm. We just bought land because it was available. I did nothing for 10 years. And at that time, my dream was to build a really nice country home like all executives do. And then, so I took a friend of mine, Abitegeka Jr. So he asked me, when you build this house here, put a country home, this is a cost center in your life. I said, yes. So how are you going to fund it? You need to start with an economic activity on the land. The fact that you are dependent only on your labor is very dangerous. Very, very, it's actually reckless, because then the day either your skills become obsolete or the day you're unable to provide that labor, you're stuck. I started 2015, cleared the land, did my thing, finished. So my farm starts here and goes up that way. It's about 90 acres. 75% of farming is about water. If you have no water and you're only dependent on rain, find a way to preserve water. Please look for a water source, and preferably let it not be national water. The reason is very simple. National water has chemicals and they will affect the plants. My first line of bananas is this one, and then this is the coffee. You must be able to sit in your banana plantation and eat food. So this is my office. So why should your office be dirty? Farming, we make a mistake of thinking, Uganda is fertile, so just put in and it will grow and you make money. No. Every single time you chop a bunch of matoke, you've taken nutrients out of the soil. You need to replace them. After you have finished planting pits and everything, you'd never take a hoe back into a banana plantation. You use a fork. Now, banana roots, you can see they're very exposed. If you use a hoe to anything, it will cut the roots. So the fork will go in between the roots. Then we dig trenches for two reasons. One, eventually we're going to use them for irrigation, but also we stop storm water from taking all the nutrients to the valley. So then we also slow down the flow of water. So if you look, there are like rat holes in there. This is the method by which water is delivered underwater. The thing you struggle with to maintain is the lines. Matoke travels, it's a nomad. So another thing we do, we walk through to look for disease. Then we deal with it. The worst disease for bananas is banana wilt. So coffee or any farming is about basically three things. One is field management. Second is plant management. Third is harvest management. Where are you getting your planting materials? Make sure it is a UCDA certified nursery. And if you are dealing with Robusta, get planting material called CWDR, coffee wilt disease resistant variety. There is a very small beetle, a black coffee twig borer. So it enters, it bores a hole into the stem, goes in to the stem and kills it, and you end up with dead beans. The larger the bean, the more money you will make. This cow dung we take the other side, and this one we bring it here. It's processed immediately. Once that pit is full, we take it out, apply it. The gas is used here for cooking. Then we also collect urine, which we then apply as a pesticide on the matoke. Have you harvested too many greens, or are they all reds? Then we put them in water and we float them. Then when we remove the floaters, the ones that float, those are defective beans, we dry them separately from the good ones. When we harvest the beans, we should put them in a drum like that. They float. The defective beans float, we remove them. Put them in a different container. The ones that don't float, We go and dry them separately from the floaters. After doing that, we can avoid chivoko by taking them through this machine. That machine does what we call pulping. So we have the capacity to process 1.5 tons per hour. So when we get this is now called parchment. So we dry it as it is. After it's dried, and it's dried in controlled conditions, then we can also hull it and get green beans. And we decided to build this as a warehouse. So the warehouse will now be there. Here we'll put a hulling machine, then the export grade processing machine in there. Then we will not just be farming coffee, we'll also start buying coffee from other people and processing it and doing exports.